Hi viewers, a bit of a different video for you today, and one that I wasn't able to do until recently. The two reasons for that are the summer purchase of the Tomlov microscope and, more importantly, the one mint mark that was missing from my sovereign stack. That coin will be featuring at the end alongside some interesting information related to it. So let's start with the London mint mark, or should I say no mark. Yes, the sovereigns struck in London do not have a mint mark. Now, the modern sovereigns have been produced for every British monarch since 1817, although the original sovereigns were first minted in 1489. There's a lot of fascinating history behind the gold sovereigns, and I'll leave links in the description for those wishing to learn more. On to the South Africa sovereigns. These were struck between 1923 and 1932 at the Pretoria Mint. And you can see the SA on the log there, which is the South Africa Mint mark. On to the Australian sovereigns. These were produced at three different mints: Perth, Sydney and Melbourne. So here is the Perth sovereign with the P on the log. P on the log? P mark on the log, yeah. You can only P on the log when you're backpacking. Anyway, next up is Sydney with the S on the log. Quite clear there, quite a nice condition coin, that one actually, considering its age. And the last Australian sovereign is the Melbourne, which, as you can see, has the M for Melbourne mark above the date on the log. Next up is the one I've always found interesting, and that is the India sovereign. These were only struck for 1 year in 1918, with a mintage of just under 1.3 million. Now, I'm guessing many of those are no longer in existence, as a lot of them would have been heavily worn and would have got melted down. So the actual numbers that are left, I don't know. Now, this is a little bit hard to see on this one because this is actually a graded sovereign. So I'm actually, the microscope is looking through the case, but there is a capital I just above the date on the log there. As some of you know, there was a revival of the India sovereigns just over a decade ago, where they are struck under license by Pamp Suisse, and coming up next is one of those modern India sovereigns. This sovereign is in its original mint packaging, so we are actually looking through the plastic, but it certainly is easier to see than the graded one. You can clearly see the capital I just above the date there. On to the last mint mark, which was a coin I only acquired fairly recently, the Canadian sovereign. This has the C mark, as you can see above the date there, for Canada rather than O for Ottawa, where it was minted. The mint that produced these from 1908 to 1919 went on to become the Royal Canadian Mint in 1931. Now, I had wondered why I never came across a Canadian sovereign when buying them, but now looking at the mintage numbers compared to the sovereigns struck at other mints, I think I see why. And here are a few of those numbers. In 1908, there were only 633 produced. 1909, 16,300, 1910, 28,020, 1911, which is my coin, and of course you're going to guess that it's a much higher mintage, which it is. It's 257,000, which does look like the highest mintage year. 1913 there was only 3,000 and something, and then the later ones got up to 58,000, 106,000 and 135,000. So looking at those mintage numbers, it's not really surprising. I hadn't really come across any, even at my local coin shop. Yeah, pretty low in comparison to the other mints. I'm going to leave you with the 1932 South Africa sovereign, and hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative. And don't forget to give us a like if you liked it, and catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.